Welcome back to Clean for Profit. Dave, once a month is not frequent enough.
It's not.
No. Um, yeah, man, things have been, blowing up for both of us in 2026 especially. But yeah, man, I miss the good old days of February when we were huddled up in that studio of yours and just ripping episodes, man. I'm excited to see you again. Hopefully in August. We'll see. But yeah, man. What did Glass Therapy do this month in revenue?
Bro, it was a record. You ready? 51,383.63.
Wow, 51,383. Wow, that's incredible, man. Right on. We did a little bit less than last month. We ended the month at 39,738.
You were still pretty jam-packed though, like your schedule was, right?
Yeah, yeah. The schedule was pretty packed. Dude, a lot happened this month, especially on the employee side of things. So we had one hire that worked out amazingly for like a week and a half and then completely dissolved. And
Mm.
then we had one other guy um, that resigned. It was a long anticipated thing. Like when I hired him originally, he had plans to leave like early to mid July. So here we are, and he concluded um, on Thursday. So we had two guys kind of leave, and then yeah, man, it's it's been kind of volatile to be honest
Yeah.
with you. Like the business side, in terms of like keeping our books full, has been almost effortless. Um, I basically just like steward the leads that do come in at this point, and our schedule stays pretty much full. Which in the early months of this year was like almost exclusively Facebook ads. Like that was a huge early momentum builder for us. I haven't run a Facebook ad in almost 2 months now, and
So
we're
people are
still
just
really,
calling organically or what?
yeah, yeah. I mean, just from ranking locally in our market, like the website that I've built for our company has put us in a really good spot
Amazing.
locally, so that's been doing really well. We have some LSAs running as well, and just between those two, man, it's about a 50, probably like a 60-40 split between just like organic SEO and LSAs. So that's been doing really, really well.
What what are
And
you spending on a month right now on LSAs? Like what is that spending?
Good question. To be honest with you, I'm actually not 100%
Probably
sure.
probably not that much. I mean, you're spending very, very little to make almost 40K a month, which is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing. Let me see here.
Could you imagine
That's the
if you were
great thing.
spending 10K a month on marketing, you'd be doing crazy amount. I mean, you don't have the manpower to do that much more, but still wild to think about.
Yeah, so last month I spent 579 on LSAs.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah. And I probably I don't I'm not as close to these numbers as I could be, and because like revenue is a lagging indicator, I couldn't tell you, and I'm not going to get distracted by like trying to
Yeah, for
compare and
sure. Yeah.
contrast my ROAS right now. But that's the beautiful thing about having a good website and search engine optimization in the first place, man, is like you kind of there's some activities that you want to do on a regular basis, but once you get it set up correctly,
Yeah.
it's kind of just like a matter of time, like letting your site marinate in the brine that is Google. And if kind of similar to meta ads, it's like if you click the right buttons and have the right kind of verbiage on your site and you have good backlinks, et cetera, et cetera. Once that's up, it's just something that compounds over time. Like I wasn't getting calls every single week or every couple of days from my website when I published it, you know, 2 years ago when we
Yeah.
moved back to this area. But now it's just something that it's like, it's a snowball that is just kind of rolling down the hill and won't it won't stop. I've actually selectively tried to get myself out of ranking in certain markets lately, because we're just like getting so much inbound that it's like I don't want to go to Grass Valley
Yeah, for
which is
sure.
an example of like a market that's like a good market, but in the totally opposite way of where like 80% of my other clients are. So I'm just like, I'm trying to actually do some anti SEO stuff in Grass Valley right now, so that I can just focus more on on the other direction that we end up going.
Well, that's
So
a fantastic problem to have. I mean,
it
it's
is
so
a
nice being in a
fantastic.
position where you can be like, yeah, I don't want to drive all the way out here, and we don't have to. So,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
for sure. Yeah, man. So yeah. What about you, man? Let's go high level. What's going on in your business? How are things?
I mean, dude, everything's great. And you know this. I, on the other hand, have been very fortunate, to be honest, in the team that I have. Just super committed, really, really hard workers. They go above and beyond. Um, we did have to let somebody go this month who, started out strong, but then was doing a lot of this weird, like, no call, no show. Like, something would happen in their personal life. And it's always so wild to me the way some people operate. But, like, when something happened to me and I worked for someone else, like, I would call or text my boss and let them know, hey, I can't make it to work. And there's this theme that I've noticed in some young people, not all, but some young people today, where like they just don't let you know. They just don't show up. And then you confront them on it and you're like, "Hey, just, we it's fine. Things come up. We realize people get sick, life happens. Uh but hey, let us know, because it messes up the whole team when it's last minute and we're scrambling in the morning trying to figure out who's going to take all of your jobs, and they like look at you like a deer in headlights, like you're crazy, like I have to let you know. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if you've experienced that with anybody, but so anyways, we had to let someone go for that. But I mean, overall, the the team is great. Things still feel oddly slow. June, it's so crazy, and it's weird saying that coming from a $51,000 month, and it was a record month. But the first 2 weeks of June, we did 8,000 in revenue.
Wow.
The first 2 weeks, and it was the last 2 weeks where we launched. People have always been asking us if we would do concrete ceiling. I think I told you a little bit about that. Did I tell you we're doing that? Yeah. So after we'd service clean a driveway or anyone's concrete areas, any flat work, they would ask if we did ceiling. So we launched that officially in June, and that's what allowed us to have a record month. It was a lot of concrete ceiling. Um, I'm interested. I'm curious to see what July is going to be like, because July is notoriously slow for us. At least it has been the last two that I've experienced. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. We have a few more services to lean on, which helps a little bit. I did buy another truck last week, and I bought a flatbed dually,
Oh,
a, a,
wow.
a 2001 Dodge 3500, complete 8 foot flatbed. And the reason I bought that, this is so obnoxious actually. We have an F-150 that my team has been pulling our pressure washing rig with, and this F-150 is a 2019, and it has when you plug a trailer into the back of a pickup truck to put the lights on the trailer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
My F-150 only has what's called a three-way plug. So it's like this thin horizontal plug with like three little spots that like you plug into. The trailer that we have is a double axle, so it has a seven-way. It's the big fat round one that plugs into the back. My F-150 didn't come with that from the factory, and it was an error. So we brought my F-150 to a Ford Pro shop for them to investigate. And they're like, "Hey, we can install a new one. It's going to be $3,500 though. Like your truck should have come with it factory. We have never seen an F-150 that did not have a seven-way trailer plug." They had the truck for 2 weeks, bro, and then they call me and they're like, "Hey, we actually can't install this. The under the dash of your F-150, it's missing the harness to install this, and that only comes from the factory. We can't even buy it."
Whoa.
So it left us in this spot where it's like, do I keep risking my team pulling our giant trailer enclosed trailer with no lights and brakes on it, or do I invest in a flatbed? We remove everything out of it, out of the trailer, and then install it onto the flatbed instead, and then sell the trailer. So that's what we're doing.
Okay. Wow, what a workaround.
Crazy. So,
Yeah, that is crazy.
some fun stuff like that this month, or in June, in July, I guess. And other than that, I mean, everything's kicking, man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Yeah, it's been weird, dude. I this year I've hired 4 guys total, and I've got one of them right now. So I'm trying to figure out like, um,
Wait, you only have one person total right now?
there's three. Well, it's me, Colin, and Mike currently.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out if I suck or if people suck or what the ratio is. Like who's sucking right now? Because like I either suck at vetting people, and I don't think I'm super bad at it. I mean, I definitely could use some more experience, but out of the 4, 2 of them have worked out well. One of them left, last week, like I was talking about. But it's just been interesting, man, because like all the other guys have had major issues of some kind that's turned into like, well, this isn't working. So it's been interesting growing the business, man, because my job has turned into something totally different. And I knew that would be the case, but it's like the stress that I feel is like it's just changed a lot. And to be honest with you, I find myself guessing a little bit if it's even the kind of change of stress that I'm interested in, like adapting
Carrying?
to
Yeah.
long term. Yeah, yeah, because I I really like serving our clients well. And I don't know if like I haven't spent a ton of time managing people. Like I have a lot of experience to gain when it comes to hiring, firing, training, and just general management.
Can
And
I ask you
so,
something?
yeah, go ahead.
Do you, when you're hiring, are you looking at their previous job experience and specifically how long they have been at previous employers? Like how long were they working there?
Yeah. So I think that I'm trying to even, in a way, it feels like I'm maybe reeling back a little bit. Is that like I think the biggest takeaway from this year is that I hired too late,
Hmm.
and
Well,
because of
you
that,
got busy. You got so busy so fast when you ran
really
ads.
fast.
I don't think
Yeah.
none of us, not even me, expected the results that you got. I mean, you were such an anomaly.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, it's funny because it feels like on one hand, I'm just wasting time and potential by not running them. But dude, I literally just a couple weeks ago, I was like, I find myself wondering if, okay, were the ads that I use, is that just like a fluke and they're not going to work anymore?
For
And
sure.
dude, I turned on an ad that I've literally put like $7,500 into this one video ad because my CPL just wouldn't climb. So I just kept trying to push and push and push it. Left it off for 2 months, turned it on for a week, and it's like my CPL is still $16. On a literally on an ad where I refer to June coming up soon.
Crazy.
So it's like a month old just from a copy standpoint, and it's still crushing. Um, so anyways, I got a little bit sidetracked there. I'm trying to remember what I was even talking about.
You,
On
you
one
were
hand,
you
it
were
feels
talking
like,
about the not wanting to carry a lot of the stress, the type of stress that you're now dealing with.
yeah, it's just I'm trying to determine whether I'm just growing into a different role, which is going to come with a certain amount of, um, yeah, with a certain amount of stress, and it's going to be different than being, a solo operator and just worrying about fulfillment, right? But whether it's that or whether it's like I'm not as compatible with leading a large team as I previously anticipated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've kind of got my hands open with all of this. I'm like really grateful for the opportunity to grow into the business this much, but yeah, I'm still wondering if this is even like there's so many things that you can do in this business. And I think that's what's so beautiful about it is that um, you can be you can stay really small and do really well. Like you can have three or four of you total and crush it. So given the momentum that we've grown at over the last couple of months, it's like, dude, I could just keep ads on, and by this time next year, we could do 1.5 million in
Yeah.
revenue, easy. Um, but and I think when I got that initial momentum, I was like, yes, 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 let's do this. By this time next year, we're going to have 5 trucks and we're
Yep.
going to be going insane. And now I'm just finding myself sort of second guessing that. I'm just questioning like growth at all costs,
Yep.
because it's been interesting, man. I mean, we did almost 40K this month, and in terms of margin, I'm not seeing a whole lot more hit my bank account than if I was overworking to be, granted as a solo operator and just keeping my margin. Um, so I don't know, man. It's just been I don't have any answers here, but I've really been finding myself questioning, like, okay, do I want to grow this as quickly as possible to a multi-truck operation, with like two-person crews, um, or do I want to stay solo with one other guy maybe, or like a mix between the two? Do I want to slowly hire absolute assassins and be really, really selective in my vetting process, only hire experienced window cleaners, for example,
Yep.
and tempt them into this job through really, really solid compensation models? Um, I've been looking at a rev share payment model, which is super attractive to guys that know what they're doing. Because if you can go, crush $2,000 day as a solo operator, which is like reasonably attainable, in my market. Um, you can at 25% rev share, you can make $500 a day. You can do $2,500 a week. That's 120 grand a year as a window cleaning tech.
Yeah, and all
Um,
you got to do is show up and do the job.
you don't have any phone calls,
Yep.
no marketing. You don't spend money on your own gas. It's just handled for you. So for somebody that knows that they're a good tech but doesn't want the like overhead and the stress of business ownership, which I like in a lot of those aspects, I eat up. I love marketing. I love sales. I love working with clients. A lot of people, especially skilled people, that's the last thing they want to be doing.
100%.
Um, so yeah, anyways, I've been kind of chewing on all of this over the last 2 weeks, especially. Um, so anyways, I will stop ranting, just see generally what your thoughts are. But yeah, that's been the big thing that I've been kind of chewing on lately.
Yeah, I mean, I have those thoughts literally daily where I'm like, where we're at right now is it's just kind of like this gliding, smooth sailing. We're bringing in plenty of revenue. I'm still not paying myself. And I'm at that spot now where I'm like, I think I might start. Like I don't need to, but I might start. But also, do I if you ask me the question, do I want to hire three or four more people? To be honest right now, I actually don't want to. I'm now at that spot where similar to you, I know how complex it's going to get when we get that large, especially during slow months, the winter. It's like the more people I have, the more likely it is that I'll have to lay people off. And then we will still be a fairly large company. And then when the spring and summer hit again, it's like, do I want to every single year have to rehire and retrain 5 to 10 new people every year? Not, not really.
Well, it's definitely a different business
Yeah,
at that scale. Like,
yeah,
and I think that's what I'm realizing is
yeah,
that even going from one truck to three trucks
yeah,
is way different. And I think that you have a unique not advantage, whatever. I'm not trying to sound victimy, but like I think you have a unique advantage in that you strategized this growth from the beginning.
Yeah.
So like almost right off the bat, you were in a similar position to me from an employee standpoint. Like
For sure.
most of your tenure in this business has been as an employer, not as a solo operator.
Yes.
Which is like deliberate and also I think set you up really, really well for success with that because I've been doing this for the better part of a decade, and it's been me. So like this job that I've kind of gotten used to radically changed like from the perspective of how long I've been in it, like overnight, basically.
100%.
And so now I'm like finding myself questioning if that's even what I want.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And you know, I keep reminding myself that like being in this place where I'm like I don't know how much bigger I want it to go yet. I'm just trying to remind myself every time I think about it that it's all good. Like I don't have to know how big I want this to get. I can sit quietly and just let the rest of this season ride out and see where it goes instead of constantly feeling like I need to make a decision one way or the other. If, you know?
Yeah, that's the conclusion that I'm starting to slowly come to as well is like, bro, you don't have to figure this out right away.
Yeah.
And also like I
We have so much
don't,
time.
yeah, we have so much time and I don't mind the work, dude. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think I want to be, still holding a squeegee in like 2 years.
Yep. For sure.
But dude, I go out and I make more than what a lot of accountants make when I'm cleaning glass on an
Yeah.
hourly. Like I went out,
Yeah.
I can work at a rate of 150 to $250 an hour. Um, and so it's like boo-hoo, like poor me. I have these business problems that
Well,
I'm trying to wrestle through.
that's
I guess
why
I'll just go out and like clean some glass and make more than what half of my peers with college degrees make.
yeah, no,
Gone.
that's also part of the reason that actually gives me peace of mind is it's like worst case scenario, if this doesn't work out and I have to lay off my entire team, it's like I still have plenty of people that would want my service where it's like I could still make 200K a year by myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, but like boo-hoo, go make
Like
20
worst,
grand a month solo.
yeah, worst case. Okay.
Yeah.
If it all flops. So, yeah, I'm trying really, really hard to not put so much pressure on myself, thinking that I gotta keep growing. I gotta keep growing. If I'm stagnant, that's a problem. And it's like, it's really not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think long-term stagnation with no good reason is like that's the kind of stagnation that's not great. But
Yeah,
like deliberately deciding to slowly grow or to like cap your growth and just work on quality and pricing and stuff like that on the business that you already have is a quality of life decision.
yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, you brought up, I don't know what it doesn't matter how I don't know how vague you want to be with this, but like you brought up somebody, an acquaintance of yours that does multiple seven figures a year, and they're rocking like 15% margins,
Yeah,
which is just that's crazy. Like
yeah.
for every $100 you're bringing in, you're keeping 15 of it. That just I don't know if that like that's just a different thing, man. At that point, you're like hoping for a VC buyout that they
100%,
buy you out
100%.
and add you to a roll up, essentially.
Yeah. That's, and to be honest, that's where that is going for that person. And yeah,
I mean, which is amazing, dude. They're gonna get their bag.
no, 100%. Yeah, it's a 5-year plan for a $50 million buyout. Yeah, so it's like, but also, man, like this, I know, I can envision what the level of pressure it is that person has to work through and carry to get to that point. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure at the end of the road, he's going to be like, that was worth it. I'm sure he will. Now, as long as you don't lose sight of your personal life. Like if you lose your family at the stake of a $50 million buyout, that's not worth it.
Right. Right.
So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm thinking through all that stuff, and especially with me, it's a lot. Like balancing the amount of coaching that I'm doing now, alongside running glass therapy too. There are days where I'm like, it'd be nice to just do one of these. So
Yeah, man. Um, yeah, I agree.
this
I
could sound
haven't
like
been.
such a discouraging post to people who are listening. It's all, but I don't. It's just all part of the process. These are all just things I think
I
that
think that I mean
people think.
the cool thing about getting any level of success is that you just suddenly you have options,
Yeah,
and they
yeah, hundred
don't
percent.
suck. You have a ton of good options or great options, and you have to start saying no to good or great opportunities.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, it's the same thing that I was just talking about with the Facebook ads. It's like, dude, if I was still running and optimizing Facebook ads in my local market, we would be on our way to a seven-figure year for
yeah,
sure.
for
Like
100% you
easily.
would.
We're
Yeah,
gonna do 350 probably this year.
yeah.
So yeah, it's so deliberately deciding not to like keep those on full force is just yeah, you just have to start saying no to good stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where things end up. I do think that I went too hard too fast, kind of. So I am looking forward to kind of chilling out for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
June, July, August are not historically slow months for us, so I think we're going to stay plenty busy. But it's three of us right now, and I think I'm going to keep it that way.
What's I know you guys get some snow. Being as far north as
We
you
don't
guys
get
are. What?
no. We're into our elevation is 2,000. We get maybe one or two snows
Okay.
every 1 or 2 years.
Yeah,
So
that's okay. That's similar. That's similar to us, and you just happen to
yeah, but
be.
it doesn't get as cold as it does
Yeah.
at
Do,
here. It gets
what
colder
is
at your place for
what are
sure.
those months like for you guys? December, January, February specifically.
November was our second biggest month last year.
Yes, same. Same here.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
In or January was our largest. January of 2026, which is it was an anomaly, to be honest. It was not like we
Yeah.
were busy with residential. We just got fortunate to do three really big post construction buildings.
Okay.
That's
Gotcha.
that's what made that a large month.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't have. Um, I saw you comment on somebody made a post on the Pro Window Cleaning page last month. Was like, is it unusually slow for people right now? And you responded like, yes. I think it's probably like not noticed as much by solo operators.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
that's what you said.
yeah,
I don't think it's
yeah,
noticed as much by solo operators because you don't have to command as big of a line to keep your trucks out on the road, which is a totally fair point. That's been me for the longest time. So like
yeah,
there's been months that I've like made 6 grand that month, and I'm like, word, I made 6 grand this month. Let's.
yeah,
So, anyways, all that to say, like that data has never really been all that important to me
for sure.
until recently. I've been tracking it way more closely. So I'm not totally sure. It
Yeah, so
wasn't
we'll
bad
see.
for us this last year, and I wasn't even running any Facebook ads. So,
Because we
um,
launched what month did we launch your ads?
I want to say February.
Okay, so it was already past. It was basically at the start of your spring.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It must have been January because I came to your place early February and I'd already booked out a ton of work. So it
Yeah.
was early into the new year.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
yeah, man.
we will do that again this winter. And yeah, Trey and I are about to, the office space that him and I just got repainted. I'm actually going to go look at that today and get furniture and all that. But yeah, we're going to build out a studio that we're going to get to use. So
That's freaking rad, man. I'm
yeah,
excited. Yeah, I'll have to come out again.
yeah,
Cool. Right on, buddy. Anything else on the monthly? Anything you're looking forward to? Any other notes for the month?
man. I don't think so. I mean, the only like big project that we have is we have to move all of our entire pressure washing rig from a trailer to that flatbed, and none of us have ever done anything like that. So we're trying to like navigate this, where it's like, okay, do we just pick like a random slow week where we gut it all and we try to take pictures and notes of like how everything is assembled, and hope, like cross our fingers and hope that we can actually do it correctly, so that we don't run into issues. And it's our only rig, right? So it's like if we don't do it right and we mess something up, it halts everything. So yeah, we're doing some research, figuring it all out. Got to get the right drill bits so that we can drill into this flatbed truck. But I will say, driving, it's the first time I ever drove a giant diesel before, and it's kind of fun, like being in the wheel of a busted old truck. It's loud, it's bumpy, but
What year
it's
is it?
2001.
Oh, damn, dude, that's
It's
sick.
it's old,
Yeah.
but it's in good shape. It's
Yeah,
got
right on,
got it
dude.
has 200,000 miles on it. I mean, those trucks are like bulletproof.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm not much of a like I'm not a crazy discretionary spender, but I've always had my eyes on Porsches. Like I would
Yeah,
really like a classic 911 one day, and I really like the Panamera because it's like the ultimate dad semi-sports slash luxury car. You can seat
yep.
five in it. But close second to us one day having a sports car is having an F650. I don't know if you've seen those things.
Are
Dude,
they
they're
huge?
monsters. They are sick. Um, and
Who makes that?
it's Ford.
Oh, then show me. Literally don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. I'm sending you a link right now, dude. Um, these things are freaking sweet, man. And I really would like to get one day. And da, da, da. I don't know why I can't send you a chat on this. It doesn't matter. I'll share screen.
Yeah, yeah, send it to me.
I'd
I'd be
really
very
like to
curious
get
to see.
one and a fifth wheel, because it's like the ultimate rig to tow. There's an
Yo, what the
F650.
heck, bro?
Yeah, dude. When I lived in Central Oregon, there was a local guy that owned an F650, um, and they are sick, dude.
Was that a real picture? The one that had 8 wheels on the back?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
dude,
It's
that
suffice
is
to
a
say,
what?
they're
What is
beasts.
under that hood?
I don't know. I don't know car stuff.
I don't
Sorry. I
either.
just know that this thing
No,
looks freaking sick.
it has massive fuel capacity.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's a monster. Yeah.
That's
They're
like a
so stupid.
that's like 100
They're so
gallons of
stupid.
fuel,
I know. Yeah, dude, it's pretty wild.
if
I'm
not more.
curious with fifth wheel.
I Yeah, I mean, I have a the strongest itch to go buy a brand new Corvette. That's all I want.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
And it's it's so tempting to just go buy it and then wrap it for the business and be like, that's just a fun little
Yep,
tax
business expense.
write
There we
off.
go, dude. There's the whip right there.
Dude, that is sick, bro.
It's so funny because like driving this F650 with a 40-foot fifth wheel like that would feel like you were towing like a motorcycle. Like it just
No,
wouldn't feel like
100%. Yeah, you
anything.
wouldn't.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
you would
notice the difference.
wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's honestly why we got the dually flatbed, because the F-150 can pull our pressure washing rig, but dude, when that 300 gallon water tank is full, dude, that truck struggles.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Struggles.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
Right on.
awesome,
Okay,
bro.
dream
Well,
car rant over.
yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for hopping on. This sucks doing it every month, dude. I feel like we gotta find a way to get on more
How many
often,
how
but
many
it's
more
just
do you
season.
how many more do you have left of like the pre-recorded ones that we did while you were here?
I'm sitting on a couple. Some of them had some audio issues,
Okay.
and I don't know,
Do
man.
do
I have some
do we
fresh
need do we
topics.
need to
Yep.
start do we need to start getting on a regular basis again?
I mean, I've been getting by doing solos, every
Okay.
couple of weeks. I wouldn't even say getting by. I've been really enjoying it. So no, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, like I'm happy to handle the production of the project that I signed up for. So
Oh, dude, I
yeah,
love doing this though. So
yeah, me too. There's no have to for you though. I'm the
yeah,
one that committed to it. But yeah, dude, as soon as you're ready to hop on again, normally, I think people generally are into the duo episodes.
for sure.
So I know you've gotten a lot of good feedback for it. So
Yeah,
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 man,
well, a
we'll
ton.
make it happen.
There was actually someone that posted in a window cleaner page. I want to say it was last week, and they asked who's listening to any good podcasts. And I shared the link to this one, obviously, but it got several comments of, "Oh, I'm listening to this podcast. I'm listening to this podcast."
Sweet.
Yeah,
Right on, man.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep myself relatively shut off from the outside world for the time being, because
Yeah,
it's good for my mental health.
for sure.
And so every now and then somebody will sneak through and find like, but even Instagram, I don't have notifications on. So every now and then I'll open Instagram and see a DM or two, and it's like, oh, word, cool, people are listening. But
Yeah, it's
yeah, we
awesome.
do appreciate you guys all listening. It's been really cool, building this out and just kind of sharing thoughts, strategies, tactics,
Yeah,
etc. So yeah, man, we'll do it again soon.
sounds good, bro.
Right on. This has been Clean for Profit, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.